Hi there, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be utilising the leftover egg noodles, the leftover, well, I say chicken satay, but it's only got mushrooms and a bit of a satay sauce in there, which is still nice. But I do have some leftover chicken satay skewers, chicken on the skewers, yeah? That's just grilled chicken, okay? So what I'm going to be doing is making like a ramen, and yes, a chicken noodle ramen. So I've got that involves like making like a nice almost like soup stock, a very deep flavoured stock, and then you layer up like the noodles, the chicken with so I'm going to put like tender stem broccoli layered in there, and then obviously then you pour the nice ramen stock over that. But to accompany that, I'm going to be making some spring rolls, okay, from scratch, and also a Vietnamese kind of style dipping sauce. So I've got quite a bit to do today, but I think to begin with, let's just prepare the batter. It's a very simple batter for the spring rolls, okay? So that's like one small cup of plain flour. I'm just going to sieve it, yeah, make it a bit more refined. Yeah, in goes into the bowl, and then you add like 1 1/4 cups, I would say, maybe 1 1/2, depending how it goes. Add 1 1/4 cups of water to this flour mix, and then see how it goes. The batter wants to be very thin consistency, okay? So it's kind of like making like a crepe, but without egg, yeah? So, and like much thinner, yeah, because if you make the spring rolls like too thick, by the time you actually roll them, well, you fry them in a crepe pan, just one side, and then when you roll them, if they're too thick, they'll just break. Okay, so what I've got here is some corn flour. So I would say like 3 teaspoons of that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, what I'm going to do, just add a little bit of corn flour there, and I'll mix that up with a bit of water, and then what that will do is like create like a paste to seal the spring rolls after you've rolled them, and then you can fry them and then they won't unravel, okay? So I'm just going to add a little bit of cold water to that, just mix it up here, so that's how you get rid of the lumps in the corn flour. And then 1 1/4 cups just to start with of water, okay? And I'll get a whisk, just use a whisk or a spoon, whatever you want to do. Yeah, just add it gradually, yeah? And see how it goes. In fact, what I should have done, because to begin with, what you want to do is use a spatula, to be honest. Just get like a rubber spatula, and then you can whisk it once it's actually you know, turned into more of a batter. But that's totally fine. We'll be able to get away with this, yeah? That's fine. Pour all that in. Get rid of all that flour inside the whisk. Yeah. And see how we go with this. And then I'll add another 1/4 cup, just say, that's better. That's it. It all comes off the whisk anyway, so if you've got bits of like flour on there, you know, by the time you add the water, it kind of like dissolves off that anyway, yes? So don't panic. Just want to get rid of any lumps, yeah? It's like pancake day, isn't it? But obviously not. Nice Japanese thing. So just whisking that. I'm going to add a little bit more water, okay? Just say 1/4 cup. Yeah, I reckon so. You want it? It sounds like ridiculous, but you want it very runny, okay? Because the idea is you want them super thin, and if it's too gloopy, it will not go thin when you put it on a hot crepe pan. Okay, that's the one rule of thumb that you have to bear in mind. Yeah, make it thin. Yeah, and like a thin batter, and that's job done. Okay, perfect. So I'll put that to one side now. And what I'm going to do now is make the stock, yeah? So just going to turn up the gas, yeah, full whack. Just going to put some little bit of stock in there, that's vegetable stock, yeah? Just a splash of light soy sauce, not even a tablespoon. Splash of little teaspoon of fish sauce, yeah. And then what I will do as well is squeeze a bit of lime in there, yeah. Gonna just roughly chop this red onion, maybe not all of it, just to get a bit of flavour in this. It's almost like a really nice flavoured broth here that I'm doing. So roughly chop a garlic clove, back and knife, push down, yeah, and then push down again. Just basically smash up the garlic clove, and it's not for eating, it's just for flavour there. But I will utilise the strained ingredients, okay, that I get from that. But you want to sieve it after, yeah, to create almost like a really nice clear, thin, maybe, it's going to be quite clear, like consomme, maybe not as refined as a consomme, but yeah, it's all good. So I've got one organic chicken stock cube here. So I'm just going to put that in the cup there, put some pre-boiled water, a little bit of water in there, because I've only got vegetable stock, yeah, which is fine, but you know, it just doesn't have it's a chicken dish, so if you're making it without chicken, this dish, yeah, because I'm only utilising the chicken satay that I've got, then if it's a vegetable dish, just use vegetable stock, yeah, that's fine. In fact, what I will use as well, which I've got left over as well, is the cabbage stock. Look at that, purple stock. Yeah? In goes a bit of cabbage stock, yeah? That's it, because then I don't have to waste the expensive stock. Yeah? I've got my homemade cabbage stock here, there. That was a last minute thought, but that's a good idea actually, to be honest. Also, got these broccoli stalks. So what I'm going to do, again, this is just not for eating, just for flavour, like in the stock, yeah? These bits are really hard, the roots, so I probably won't be able to do it. In fact, you know what, it's only, they're I'm not eating them, it's just for the flavour. You never know, man, a lot of the flavour might come from these. So I'm just going to bung them in, yeah? Get a little bit of flavour from that. Bit of ginger, I think, as well. Use the back of the knife here, just take the skin off. That's it. Just roughly chop the ginger and bung that in, yeah? A little bit more cabbage stock, yeah? Because by the time you've got all those flavours in there, yeah? And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to put a bit of this satay, I'm going to put the mushrooms in there with a bit of the satay sauce in there. Oh, there's a tiny bit of chicken there. Mushroom. To be honest, I think I'll use all of that. Yeah, there's not much there. I was going to utilise some of it for the dipping sauce, but I'll make a fresh dipping sauce, yeah? Otherwise I don't want it tasting like a satay dipping sauce, yeah? There's more chance of me changing the flavour of this satay sauce in the ramen stock than there is in the dipping sauce, yeah? It's going to be much more exposed with those ingredients than if I cook it down with these ingredients. That's just a little tip, okay? Okay, just pre-grease this pan before I forget. With a brush, a little bit of rapeseed oil in there. That's it, this is like a non-stick crepe pan. Nice and dead flat, yeah? Low walled, yeah? So I can easily make some thin spring rolls out of that, yeah? So what I'm going to do now is look at that lovely barbecued, well grilled chicken satay, yeah? Left over from the skewers. Really tasty that was. Yeah, so I'm just going to bung that in to a blender, yeah? Just try and, yeah? This is going to be like a nice filling for the spring rolls, yeah? Very nice filling, yeah? Okay, bung that in there. Discarded that. Wash your hands. That broth's boiling up very nicely. I've never made a ramen quite like this with broccoli stalks and cabbage stock, but it should be fine, yeah? They use a lot of cabbage and green root vegetables in Japanese cooking anyway, yeah? So I'm sure it'll be fine, yeah? And you just basically want to bubble that down, reduce it right down, yeah? And that's all I'm looking to do. And halfway, to be honest, got that stock now, got a bit of chicken stock in there that's dissolved. Once that's reduced down a little bit, I'll put the tender stem broccolis in there, yeah? Just to poach them in there, okay? And then take them out, okay? Because I want to layer them up in a bowl, okay? And then reduce the sauce, the stock down further, yeah? Probably another 5 minutes or so. Okay, so what we got in here, this is also, look, the uncooked marinated chicken satay. Do you remember I had a little bit left over? I'm going to bung that in, yeah? Whoops. Okay. Just bung that in, yeah? Because what that will do, not just add flavour, but that will give a nice little bit of poached chicken, yeah? Chicken thigh in the stock. Yeah, so once that chicken's cooked, I'll also take that out as well, yeah? I'll take that out. Right, so I've got some courgette here. Just roughly chop this, yeah? Just like, yeah, say half the courgette. Roughly chop that and bung that in. Yeah. Squeeze it. The lemon I think will go with it. Lemon and courgette go nicely. Obviously the chicken's already like marinated with a bit of lemon, so that will just enhance that a little further more. Yeah. So squeeze nice lemon, probably like a third of the lemon in there. That's fine. Just keep an eye on this, and it ain't gonna burn. It's just you want it to bubble up quite a lot, yeah? Ferociously. Not just simmering. It's nicely but simmering, yeah. Just and also I've got like these mushrooms. I mean I've got a couple of mushrooms in there, but I wanted to add a couple more, yeah. So I'm gonna add a couple of these, 3 of these close cut mushrooms, yeah. Just roughly cut them into quarters. They'll all be sieved out anyway. I might still use the mushrooms though, I might not utilise that, I'm undecided, depending how much they shrink down and stuff. I think that might be alright, I might serve it with the mushrooms, might be nice. Okay, so leave that. Okay, coming back to this now, I think I'm going to need a bit of water in there. Or what I might do is pour a little bit of stock, vegetable stock in there. That's it, a little bit of vegetable stock. See how we go with that. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to stick or not, but let's see how we go. That's it. The reason why I'm using this, I don't want it to be in a very fine puree, otherwise I'd use the Nutribullet. I want it to be, I want to still have a little bit of bite to the chicken and the courgette. That's totally fine, yeah? So it's like that, minced courgette and chicken, yeah? That's what I'm looking for. It's like a nice mince, yeah? Similar to what you pack into a gyoza or something like that, yeah? That's similar, yeah? I was going to make gyozas, but the reason being I didn't make a gyoza is because it's the same kind of like batter mix, just water and flour. But the thing is, you don't make it runny, you make it into like a ball, like as if you're making pasta, okay? Minus the egg. But then what you have to do, you wrap it in cling film and you've got to let it rest half an hour in the fridge, yeah, before then you roll it out, yeah. You roll it into sausages and then cut it up into small little shapes, roll it into a ball, flatten it, roll it into like 8 centimetre or 10 centimetre like this, similar to the ravioli, and then you can use that to fold around and crimp like a gyoza, yeah, just pack it with a filling. So that's totally fine. That's looking good. So what I'm going to do with this, I think I'm going to heat that up, yeah? No, am I going to heat that up? Yeah, I'm going to heat it up just slightly, yeah? I think I will heat that up slightly. And then I'll let it cool down before I pack the spring rolls with it, yeah? So I'm just going to spring that into a pot, because obviously the courgette was raw, and then the chicken, I added some vegetable stock which wasn't even cooked. Yeah, so I just want to make sure this is like cooked down and stuff like that, yeah, just take it through, yeah. I mean, it's fine, it's only vegetable stock and like raw courgette. I mean, I know the chicken's cooked, but I think this will just enhance the flavour a little bit more, yeah, merge the flavours a little bit more with the lemon and that, okay. Just give it a little whiz round with some water, that will reduce down, yeah. Fine. So we'll whack that gas right up, give it a blast, yeah? Give that filling a blast. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do is come to make like my dipping sauce, I think. Let's make a little dipping sauce. Also got an egg, right? But I'm not going to be doing a ramen egg, a typical ramen egg. A typical ramen egg would be like, you'd leave it in like a stock of soy sauce and rice wine vinegar or something like that for like 24 hours, I think it is. And then basically let the egg soak up that dark liquid, yeah, the seasoning. And all the white, well, quite a lot of the white, not the yolk, the white will go brown. And that's basically a ramen egg, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have like a nice semi-soft egg cut in half. Anyway, so moving on. So in goes a splash of soy sauce. So say a tablespoon of that. But just a little squeeze of hoisin sauce, yeah. Little teaspoon of that, tiny bit of fish sauce, yeah, about a tablespoon as well. Got a little bit of chipotle sauce, okay, like half a teaspoon of that. Oh, I have bad allergies today, it's been very hot today, but lovely weather, I'm not grumbling. Okay, just a little teaspoon of caramelised red onion honey. Just Just think that will work quite nicely. Okay, and then a tiny bit of rice wine vinegar as well. That's it, like a teaspoon of that. And a tiny little bit of honey. Like a little teaspoon of that, yeah? And then I'm going to put the lime in there. Little squeeze of lime. And these chilies aren't for eating, they're just for flavour. Okay, so I'm just going to put some chilli in there. Okay. Crack up the gas. Merge the flavours together. Get another spoon. That's looking good. And of course some more stock in. That cabbage stock. A bit more vegetable stock. Reduce it again, yeah? Might as well utilise all of that cabbage stock, yeah? And then more of that, yeah? And I'll reduce that again. So this is, that's nicely heated through, that filling. Nice little sauce, turn it down. Once it's got bubble in here to thicken it up, yeah. Already that's like really nice, like a nice dipping sauce, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. I think we're both any lemon left. Not much lemon apart from a pip. Naughty. Okay. Tiny bit of lemon in there, yeah. Bit more lime. A bit of lime in that. Bit of lime in that. Do like a bit of lime. Okay. That's it. Just basically getting rid of all the liquid from that that filling. Okay. You don't want it to be too wet. Yeah. I want it to be quite reduced down. That's good. I'm just going to add a bit of shiitake mushroom powder to this stock. Like a heaped teaspoon of that. Because I would have liked to use dried mushrooms, like shiitake mushrooms. That would have been quite nice. Or porcini mushrooms, like porcini mushroom stock. Like shiitake mushroom powder. That adds like a nice meatiness to the stock, to the broth, yeah? This is looking good, yeah? How about this chicken doing? Shall I try a bit? Put a bit there. And just cut it open, yeah? Just want to see. A little bit longer. It's not quite cooked, see? Need to cook it down, yeah? I would say cook this down for, at least 20 minutes, yeah? Okay, so while that's doing that, that's fine. And what I'm going to do, just leave that filling, yeah? It's fine. Yeah, it's thickening up now. That's fine. It's thickening up nice. So what I'm going to do is just going to heat this crepe pan up. Yeah? Make sure it's properly coated, Joe. Don't want it sticking. They're very thin, okay? So, because the good thing is about these spring rolls, you can actually make it, you can cook them like in advance, yeah? Before you're ready to serve. Don't need that anymore. So then once they're cooked on one side, then I can just let them sit, yeah? Maybe put them in the fridge when they're cooled down till I'm ready to serve, yeah? So I'm just going to check, like, to see, you know, if it's, just test with a little bit of batter, yeah? Yeah? And you know, when that batter starts to bubble up, crisp up, or start to cook properly, then you know it's time to add that mixture, yeah? Just a tiny little tester. Rather than pouring all that in and then like, oh, you know, the oil's not hot enough. That's good. You smell that now. Just going to add a little bit of coriander to that stock. In fact, what I will do, utilise not the fresh coriander leaves. I'll put the stalks in there because that's where a lot of the flavour is, yeah? And that all goes into the stock, yeah? Nice. So you're getting goodness and flavour out of that, but obviously it's not pretty, like presentation wise, yeah? So it doesn't matter because I'm going to be sieving it out. I'll leave the nice leaves for presentation, and also, yeah, it just makes it look nice. Okay, this is good now. It's getting a bit hot. Should have used a proper spoon. Running low on spoons. That's it, discard that one. No, that's fine. Can turn that gas down now. Turn that gas off. Yeah. Just leave it over here, take it off the hob. What I might do is just put it into a bowl to help it cool down a little bit. As you can see, that's my nice like minced chicken and courgette filling, yeah, for the spring rolls. Let that chill there for a minute. So that's starting to bubble up there nicely. Okay, let me just try and get this little bit out. So now I'm just going to pour in like a ladle full, yeah. I want to make big spring rolls, yeah. Normally they just make them tiny little ones, but I'm going to make big ones, okay. Just pour like that in, and then quickly roll it around, yeah. Yeah, roll it around, yeah. Just like a crepe, yeah. And that's basically it. And just cook that one side, okay? And you know when it's done, because the edges will start to curl slightly. Okay, just turn that down a little bit now. Now the pan's heated up, or it's burning, yeah? And you're not actually browning it too much, yeah? Otherwise if it's crispy it will crack as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn that down, and basically once that's the edges start to curl, then I know that I can put that on a plate and let it wait. Okay, until I'm ready to use it. I'm just going to get a plate out. Okay. That's fine. And that sauce is done now. It didn't need much, yeah. So look at that. That's a nice little dipping sauce, yeah. And this ramen's broth is looking good now. So what I will do, put the leftover vegetable stock in there. Add the broccoli, yeah. Not all of it. So how much? Like, yeah, I reckon that much. That's fine. Just try and coat the stalks more than anything. Almost, you're getting a lot of steam from the pan, yeah. So I might just add a tiny bit of water in there, like hot water. Yeah. And then let it reduce a bit. Yeah. It's quite time consuming making a ramen broth, yeah? Because you've got to like reduce it down several times, yeah? And that's how you develop like the different levels of flavour in there, yeah? It's looking good. Look, I think that's almost done, to be honest. Not quite, but soon. Turn it up a little bit, give it a bit of persuasion. I might make the next one slightly thinner. Still good though. That edge is curling up, but that's because it went right to the edge of the pan. In fact, yeah, that's fine. So I'm just going to put that on the plate. Like so, yeah? That's one spring roll, yeah? Like that. Okay? Just grease the pan again. Wait a couple of seconds for that oil to heat up a little bit. That's it. Turn that broth down a little bit now. Whilst it's got the broccoli in there, yeah, just simmer it, yeah, with the broccoli. Take the stems out a little bit, yeah. You just want to cook the stalks really to like mainly. You don't want to like sit. Okay. So rather than a full ladle, just trying to judge it, yeah. Go for a thinner one, yeah. That's it. Slightly thinner. That's it. That's it. Make sure it gets in all those little gaps. And that's it. You can use the spatula just to spread it out slightly. Yeah, because this one's better because you can tell it's more translucent. Yes, this is better. Look, translucent. You can almost see the pan through it. Okay? So that's pretty good. That's what you're looking for, yeah? Translucency, yeah? Just almost like quite opaque, quite translucent. Don't want it opaque. This one's a bit too opaque, yeah. But it's still okay. It's not too bad. But I like it a bit thinner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put these the broccoli just on a little plate, yeah. Let that chill out for a minute. It's already cooked now, so let that. That's fine. One more stem. That's it. Right, 2 more stems. Who's hiding from me? That's it. So let them chill there until I'm ready to layer up the ramen, yeah? And that's good. So what I might do, I might sieve that now, turn off that gas. That's fine. Yes, let's sieve this. Just gonna get a bowl. Yeah, bowl's in the dishwasher, I think. That's it. Sieve it into that. So yeah, I'm just gonna sieve this now. Nice. That's a concentrated stock there. Might need a bit of persuasion with the spoon a little bit. So, still quite a bit of liquid coming out of that. That's fine. Just leave that there for a minute. And we'll utilise all of that, yeah? That's fine. See, a bit longer. Okay, so look at that. That's like a nice reduced stock now. Really nice. It's almost like yellowy kind of colour. Nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that just over there, I think. Running out of space on the hot bit. Okay, so put that there. And then I can use, in fact, I can use this. So just put that stock in there, yeah? That's a lovely, lovely stock, yeah? And I can put that back there. Okay, and I'm just going to reheat that when I'm ready to pour it on, yeah? It's fine. Let's come back to this spring roll. Not quite. But anyway, so what I'll do is, I think, just wait for that one to get ready. Then what I'll do is I'll quickly show you how to do this, okay, to pack the spring rolls. And then I'll stop the video and then I'll show you a picture once it's all plated up. So these are quite big spring rolls, okay, but I'll probably cut them in half. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's fine. So like, you know, it's got a bit of like elasticity to this. So, put a bit more in, to be honest. You don't want to go right to the edges, yeah? You don't want to go right to the edges because you need to fold it in. Just going to check this one. That's bubbling up. Nice. Bit of movement there. Turn that right down and then let that chill on the gas. Okay, so what I think I want to do is basically fold these edges in like that, like so. Yeah, so can you see? Yeah, fold. So you fold it that way. And then what I'm going to do is basically fold it like that and then roll it, yeah? And then when you get to like, say that stage, yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little bit of this corn flour thing. It's almost like a little bit of glue, yeah? That's it. And it's like a nice smooth spring roll that, and I'm going to fry that in the pan. Not deep fry. So what I will do, I need to transfer that over to something else. They're quite solid, yeah, so that's fine. Fine, let that one cool down a bit, yeah, you're supposed to let them cool down a bit, yeah, and I'm just going to like fry this one, bit more rapeseed oil in the pan, yeah, and what I would do is put the side which you sealed, okay, put that down in the pan, face down in the pan, okay, so that's the side that you're that you're cooking, you're crisping up and sealing first, okay? So once that side's sealed with the join, then you can turn it around, okay? So I'm just gonna like basically fry that up, okay? And that's basically all there is to it, yeah? And when I serve it in the bowl, again, the recipe's down below the video with a description, any tips and tricks, okay? But all I'm gonna be doing is layering the different ingredients in there, yeah? So I'll probably start with some noodles, then I'll go for maybe a couple of these mushrooms and stuff and a bits of chicken in there. I'll just take it out of this stock here. I won't use all of that, like the broccoli stalks and like the stalks of the coriander and onion. I won't put that in there, I'll utilise that for something else. Then I'll probably layer it with the broccoli, then the broccoli, then the stock as well, yeah, on top. And then also I'm just going to boil an egg, cut that in half and put that on top as well, and then garnish it with some sesame seeds and some fresh coriander, and that's basically all there is to it. So I'll show you a picture once it's plated up.